Hello, I'm David, a passionate video marketer since 1996, and in this video I'm going to tell you about 14 proven sales strategies. 1. People buy advantages. People do not buy products, but buy the results that the product will yield. Start your process by identifying your ideal customer by listing all the benefits of your product or service to your customer. Always think about your customer, what advantages he has with your product or service. 2. Define your customer clearly. Which person is most likely to buy your product or service directly? Make an avatar of that customer. Ask yourself the following specific questions. How old are they? Are they male or female? Do they have children? How much money do they make? Do they have an education? 3. Clearly identify your customer's problem. Ask yourself the next question. What kind of problem does my customer have that I can solve? If you have identified your customer correctly, they will pay you to solve their problems. Sometimes the problems are obvious, but sometimes they are not. Sometimes these problems don't exist for your customer. If the problem does not exist, the customer will not buy your product or service. 4. Developing your competitive advantage. Make sure you develop a product or service that is unique compared to the competition. You must be able to make a difference compared to your competitors, otherwise you will not give any reason why a customer should buy from you. Always focus on the benefits that make your product or service better than the competition. 5. Make use of content and social media marketing. We live in the most exciting time ever in terms of opportunities to promote your product or service. And do you know what's best? They're all free. Take Facebook, Twitter, Instagram as an example. They're great platforms to connect with your audience. Some of the advantages of content marketing include more qualified leads, more channels to sell your products or services, lower costs to attract customers. 6. Sometimes you need to call or visit potential customers. Calling or visiting potential customers can sometimes be hard and frustrating, because it's your job to get the potential customer interested in your product or service. Especially when you want to put a new product on the market, it is very important to have personal contact with your potential customer in order to arouse his interest. 7. Conquer your fears by defying them repeatedly. This method has already been proven. By repeatedly doing the things you have fears about, they will fade away. Even at the level that these fears belong to the past. By the way, most fears are caused by the fact that you don't like to do certain things, because you don't have 100% knowledge of certain tasks yet. Once you have mastered those tasks, those fears are a thing of the past. 8. Determine the right price. Do market research to determine the right price for your product or service. Study your competitors thoroughly. If your product or service is priced more expensive than the competition, make sure your quality is higher and that your product or service reflects that, because that makes customers willing to pay more. 9. Study the right negotiation techniques. Good negotiators are always looking for a mutually satisfactory solution.
die voor beide partijen bevredigend zijn.
They are always looking for so-called win-win situations in which both parties are satisfied with the results of those negotiations. The best negotiators have the following qualities.
1.
They ask good questions to find out exactly what you need.
Te weten te komen wat je nodig hebt. 2.
They are patient and follow the 70-30 rule.
70-30 regel. 3.
They are always very well prepared when they enter the room for negotiation. 10. Make an effective sales presentation. In sales, it is always very important to support your words with images, videos, and preferably some testimonials. You need to prepare this thoroughly in the office before you sit down with your customer. A presentation can easily be made with software such as Keynote or PowerPoint. 11. Focus on customer loyalty. Once a customer, always a customer is always said once you switch from PC to Apple. You have to apply this principle with your customers. Once a customer has purchased your product or service, you have to focus strongly on retaining and satisfying the customer. You have to create trust and constantly add extra value to your product or service. 12. Give potential customers free samples or content. Your ideal customer is more inclined to buy a product or service from you if you have already given him a taste. For example, you can give away free samples or a video of your product in action. Never be too afraid to give too much, because by giving too much you make your customer enthusiastic about even more and he becomes a potential customer. 13. Inform customers of future products. When a new product is in the pipeline, inform potential customers. They will be happy to hear about it, and in that way you will build up trust. 14. Be clear when selling a product. When you sell a product, be very clear. Include one or maximum two benefits of your product or service in your headline. Be very clear what benefit your product or service has to offer them. If your product or service has multiple advantages, make sure that this is confirmed by testimonials.
Dat je deze tip ten harte neemt. Tot de volgende. Veel succes.
If you found this an interesting video, be sure to subscribe to our free tips and subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook.
En like us op Facebook.
If anyone else has a bath with this information, please share this video with your friends or colleagues. I enjoyed sharing some extra knowledge. As I regularly say, good habits ensure good results. Good luck.
Veel succes. Bye.